Hello, this is illumANark for the Explorers News Network, and today we are talking about Plantera, a very simple, straightforward clicker game. Now, I normally didn't think about the fact that clicker games would be of any use to me. I'm a gamer, I like role-playing games, and why would this appeal to me? Well, funny thing is, I've also had this tendency. By the way, this is all double time footage from basically cut out of the first 45 minutes of my gameplay, because there's things advance slowly and then quickly and then more quickly and then ludicrously quickly, and as compared to something like a clicker a clicker lane battle type thing like Plants vs Zombies, this has some very basic, straightforward effects, though I would have to admit you probably don't want to play it with the smallest pointer cursor for playing, because it really helps you tracking when you know exactly where you're clicking, and later on in the game when there are predatory animals like this little bird that you had to click and scare away. You got the mole, you've got the bird, you've got wolves and cats, rabbits. They all want at your lovely little garden. And I guess that's what it comes down to, is that you're trying to build a lovely little garden. And everything wants a little piece of it, which is okay because it keeps you active. And in that process, cats, birds, and moles and stuff can be scared off with a single click. Cats require 3. Wolves require 5. It moves it moves up the scale of what it takes to scare off the thing, which is kind of interesting. And in the same way, I'm recovering from 6 strokes over the last 8 years. I constantly consider myself in a state of recovery, and what I have found is that these clicker games, both on my tablet and on my computer, if they have the right pacing to them, they're very therapeutic in helping me regain use of my right and left hand, to do management of multiple things over a period of time. It allows me a lot of clarity of thought, which is kind of nice. The As you can see there is like the cat and the rabbit were very quickly scared off, and that's the nice thing, is that if you're on the right end when they're coming in, you can catch them before they really do any damage. But the other thing is you get auditory clues that they're even coming. And this is a lovely little thing. The soundtrack is painfully addictive. And I don't know otherwise how to explain it, but that this has just been a very, what I thought would have been a, yeah, alright, we'll try something like, and fill in the clicker game of your choice, and I probably won't enjoy it. That is not true. I did enjoy it. I did find use for it. And the having the helpers to help you keep everything cleaned up, and as you go up in level you get more helpers as well. Yes, that's nice and fine and dandy, and it leaves you without a lot of fruit just laying all over the floor. But there are times and processes that they help you with just keeping up on everything. And as you're expanding your garden, putting out more and more plants, more trees, more bushes, more footings for your low-lying crops, ground crops. It really, it builds an intensity in the game. Now, if you see how quickly the numbers are popping up now with the how many gold I'm getting in any particular second, it gets to be a frenetic pace. Now, I've heard the word frenetic, and I'm not entirely sure it's a word. But if it isn't, the understanding I have is that it is kinetically frantic. You are moving, you are quickly trying to catch up with things everywhere. There's things that are maturing at different rates, and you don't ever quite find a pace where you can keep everything kept up with. But that's okay because you can fight the good fight and keep pushing towards your end goal, which is, successfully advancing your game. And that is the nice thing about Plantera, is that for as much as that you do not have an ability to really keep up, and the helpers kind of help you, and they do their best, and there's a lot to be done. There's so many things, only so many things you can do. They can only pick up what's right in front of them. So, as they're going in a direction, if you can drop stuff off the trees in front of them, they'll pick it up, and that is very, very helpful. As you progress along in ranks, you get better trees, you get better garden materials. But the frantic pace continues to get more and more hectic. You're having to watch from end to end of your garden. Because, the birds, the rabbits, the cats, the wolves. Oh, look at that. There's that little reward knight or whatever he is, just booking through the land. And as you click on him, you get gold coin rewards that you can use to buy more stuff. And amazingly, what do you do with it? You buy more stuff. And that is just the hectic truth of Plantera, is that you're constantly striving towards this sense of balance that's not going to exist because it's so much to do and so much space, and you're constantly sliding back and forth trying to keep everything in pace, keep everything picked up, keep all the animals away, take care of your plants, grow your garden. But at the same time, it is very, very therapeutic. This is both coming from suffering from PTSD, which has its own issues, but also from the fact that I have a need to help rehabilitate my left side, especially. That eye-hand coordination is not as easy. It's why I will never make it as a pro gamer anymore. But this is something I can do, which is I can enjoy my way through a game, and a game I thought I was frankly not gonna like, and then lo and behold, I can't get enough of it. I put it in front of uh my girlfriend's grandson. He enjoys it. I put it in front of my girlfriend. She enjoys it, and she's not a gamer. So these game is actually a very broad category of. It appeals to a great number of people without being overly hectic. And I say, heck yes, is the illumANark